Hello everybody, I'm Danrvdtree2000, also known as Dan 2x15 on Xbox Live. Here is my short little review for WWE Wrestlemania Night 1. We kicked off the show with the WWE Universe being reintroduced into the live crowd. It was a pound out. It was actually a lot more better than I expected. I was expecting separated seats and a little maybe at least some of people watching it from the Thunderdome, but no, it literally was like it was one of the old pay-per-views, and we had Vince McMahon come out and introduce everybody to WrestleMania. We had, America the Beautiful, sang by, a random artist I've never heard of. I can't remember her name, but it was such a long time ago, probably 3 hours ago. Yeah, that was pretty nice, the introduction. And then we saw Titus O'Neil and Hulk Hogan do their stick of introducing people into WrestleMania and being, making the crowd was actually making loud noise. It was really awesome. Then we stepped into the WWE Championship match where Drew McIntyre went one-on-one with Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship, and it was a very good match. I enjoyed every moment of it. The ending of the match was basically this. It was Drew McIntyre was trying to get ready for the Claymore when MVP just said, "Hey, you!" or something. He said, "Hey, look Bobby, look out." Drew McIntyre stupidly felt for it, and he went, wait, what? Then tried to go for the Claymore. Bobby Lashley dodged out of the way. He ended up getting the Hurt Lock onto Drew McIntyre for a good 2 minutes. There was even a tussle where Drew McIntyre nearly escaped it, but ended up fading away, and therefore, still the WWE Champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley. That was a really good matchup. I enjoyed that. It was a very good matchup. I'd say 3 out of 5 stars for that matchup. Pretty impressive, pretty good, good put together story, even though it came out of nowhere. But then the next matchup was the tag team turmoil matchup, where the winner would face the winners will face Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, women's tag team champions on night 2. Which is on the time I'm recording, which is tonight. Because I am recording this on Sunday, and they will face them on night 2 for the women's tag team championships. And it was Naomi and Lana, the Riot Squad, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, and Carmella and Billie Kay. 4 teams battling it out, and also Natalya and Tamina as well, so 5 teams I should say battling it out. And who won? It was Natalya and Tamina, which means they go to WrestleMania Night 2, and they will face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Congratulations to them. Then we had Cesaro versus Seth Rollins, and to me, probably the match of the night, in my opinion. The last match to me was probably 3 stars. That was 5 stars. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. That matchup was 5 stars in my opinion. A very good matchup. I enjoyed the 22 swings into. It was once again, man, and the airplane spin that Cesaro performed. They both performed really well. Overall, Cesaro ended up getting the pinfall victory over Seth Rollins. It was great to see that, and finally he's getting his first ever singles victory win. Then I believe we saw think it was the Raw Tag Team Championship matchup, as the Raw Tag Team Champions, the New Day, defended their titles against AJ Styles and Omos, and it wasn't that bad, to be honest. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. Very, very much so. It was all New Day until the end, where AJ Styles finally made the tag to Omos, and with comedic fashion and more serious raw power, Omos beat the shit out of both Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, doing a double chokeslam onto the New Day, and wham! That was it. With 1 foot over, I think it was Kofi Kingston that it took in, I think. Then he went 1, 2, 3. We got new Raw Tag Team Champions in Omos and AJ Styles. Man, that felt good. And then we had the steel cage match between Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon, with Elias and Jackson Ryker attacking Braun Strowman before the matchup with some steel chairs, and passing the steel chair into the ring, with Shane McMahon attacking the leg of Braun Strowman. Eventually came down to the end where Shane McMahon came this close for jumping down. He should have just jumped down and won the matchup, but he went bye-bye Braun when Braun Strowman grabbed his hand, pulled his ass back in the ring by tearing the freaking steel cage down and bringing Shane McMahon back into the ring, dragged Shane McMahon to the top of the steel cage, and he said, "So who's stupid now?" And it shook Shane McMahon off the top of the steel cage, and wow, talk about taking a hell of a bump. That was a hell of a scary bump, but this is Shane McMahon inside a steel cage. What did you expect? And then Braun Strowman picked up Shane McMahon, did the running power slam, 1, 2, 3. That's it, all over. Braun Strowman with the victory, no doubt about it. Then we had the Hall of Fame inductees standing on the top of the ramp, like always been in. It was I think it was the 2020 Hall of Fame inductees. It was JBL, William and Shatner, the Bella Twins, Jushin Thunder Liger, Titus O'Neil has of course been the Warrior, had the Warrior Award. Also the British Bulldogs family representing him, and of course we had the NWO, brother. That was pretty cool, and that was too sweet. There were some backstage moments. Hell, even WrestleMania got delayed because of rain, but that was quite funny. We had some really good funny backstage segments. Bailey got involved a couple of times. I thought that was quite funny. We had some special guest commentators for 2 separate matches. One of them was Jerry the King Lawler for the Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon match. And of course then Booker T came out for a special guest announcer match. A special guest alongside Byron Saxton, Samoa Joe and Michael Cole. For the worst matchup of the night, I even skipped the entire thing. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest take it on John Morrison and The Miz. I didn't even watch the matchup. I skipped to the last end, and they did a Doom style with Damian Priest holding up. I think it was The Miz, and The Miz took a crossbody, flying crossbody from Bad Bunny. 1, 2, 3. Got that over with. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest won. But then the main event of night 1 was this SmackDown Women's Championship matchup, as Sasha Banks defended her championship against Bianca Belair. Again, one of the best matches of the night. I enjoyed it. It was good from start to finish, and it finished with, it was a back statement reversed into a KOD, the kiss of death from Bianca Belair. She even tried to hit a 450 twice. She missed the first one. by getting a knees to the gut, and then hit the second one later on in the match. Kicked out at 2. She couldn't believe it. Such a bad went for the back statement, as I said. And then got caught into the KOD. Boom! KOD, kiss of death. Bianca Belair pins her. 1, 2, 3, and new SmackDown Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. So congratulations to Bianca Belair, and to everyone that enjoyed being out there. It was actually pretty emotional at the beginning of the match because Bianca came this close for crying. Again, emotional. I could see it on Sasha's face. She's like, don't do it, man, because if you cry, I'm gonna cry. It was such an emotional roller coaster. I enjoyed it. I'm just disappointed that my first other footage got lost somewhere, and I can't even recover it without using a USB stick. So with that said, I enjoyed it. WrestleMania to me, if I can't even give it 5 stars to. I'm gonna, out of 10 stars, I'm gonna give it, because if you want to take, because of the Bad Bunny match, WrestleMania Night 1 gets an 8 out of 10 stars. 1 thumbs up, because 2 thumbs up would be too much. So 1 thumbs up from me for WrestleMania Night 1. We got WrestleMania Night 2 later on tonight as the time of this recording. I am Danrvdtree2000, also known as Dan2x15 on Xbox Live, giving you a short WrestleMania Night 1 review and not the reactions. But hey, you know, stuff happens, nothing I could have done about it. And until next time, goodbye! Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to watch the previous video, click on the video on the left. But if you want to watch the playlist, then click on the video on the right. Also, feel free to click subscribe by clicking on the Master Chief icon on the top.